Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And, today we're going to kind of dive into something really interesting, how artificial intelligence is really, I guess you could say, changing the music game, and specifically in the realm of music synchronization and editing.
Oh, yeah.
We have a great source for this deep dive, and that's a recent piece from Freebeat.ai.
Right.
And for those of you who don't know, Freebeat.ai is a company that's been making some serious waves
Oh, absolutely.
with their AI music tools.
Absolutely. They're definitely a leader in the space right now.
So I'm excited to kind of get into it and hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's really incredible to see how fast this technology is evolving, right? It's not just talking about making things a little bit easier.
Yeah.
AI is fundamentally changing how music is created and experienced even.
I've always been so fascinated by just the technical side of music production, just all the tiny details that go into making a track sound really polished. But honestly, even as somebody who's been doing this for a while, it can be pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
Even something as basic as syncing a music track to a video.
Oh, yeah.
Used to take me hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hear you on that one. It used to be such a painstaking process.
Oh my God.
But AI is making those once laborious tasks almost effortless. And
Totally.
for instance, AI-powered software can now synchronize hundreds of audio tracks, like in a fraction of the time it would take a human.
Wow.
And this is such a game changer, especially for film scores and DJs who need that absolute precision.
Yeah, so it's not just about saving time, is it?
Right.
It's about achieving a level of accuracy that was practically impossible before AI.
Exactly. Imagine trying to sync music to a fast-paced action sequence frame by frame.
Oh yeah.
Before AI, that was an absolute nightmare.
It would take forever.
But now algorithms can analyze the tempo and rhythm of both the audio and video, ensuring seamless synchronization with just a few clicks. And this frees up creators to focus on the creative aspects of their work, rather than getting bogged down in the technical weeds.
Yeah, that's so important. I mean, because that's really where the fun is, right?
Absolutely.
It's like having a virtual assistant that handles all the tedious stuff, leaving you to focus on the fun part, the music itself.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And this accessibility extends to the tools themselves.
Oh, okay.
Programs like Freebeat.ai, they offer interactive drag and drop interfaces, which make them so much more user-friendly than traditional music editing software.
God, I remember when I first tried to learn multi-track editing software a few years ago,
Yeah.
and it felt like I needed an engineering degree just to get started.
Oh, just steep learning curve.
It was crazy.
But AI is changing, that now you have tools that kind of guide you through the process, making it way easier for anybody to create professional sounding music.
That's amazing. I mean, it seems like AI is really democratizing music creation, making it accessible to a much wider audience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Traditionally, you needed expensive studios and years of technical expertise to produce like high quality music, but AI is changing all that time. Take AI beat generators, for example. They can create drum patterns and melodies in seconds, allowing artists to experiment with different sounds and arrangements without needing to manually program each note.
Oh my God. So instead of spending hours trying to get the perfect drum loop, you can just have the AI generate dozens of options in minutes.
Right.
That must be so incredibly liberating for musicians.
It is. It really is. And it's not limited to just beginners. Even
Yeah.
experienced producers are using AI to streamline their workflow and explore new creative possibilities.
I can definitely see the appeal, but when we think about it, what about the actual quality of the music produced using AI?
Right.
Some people might be skeptical, that a machine can truly capture the nuances and emotion of human created music.
Yeah, and that's a valid concern. But remember, AI is a tool.
Right.
It's not about replacing human creativity.
Right.
It's about enhancing it. The beauty of AI lies in its ability to handle the technical heavy lifting, allowing musicians to really focus on the artistic aspects of their work.
So it's like having a superpowered assistant
Right.
that takes care of all the boring stuff, leaving you free to really kind of pour your heart and soul into the music.
Exactly. And when it comes to quality, AI can actually surpass human capabilities in certain areas.
Really?
For instance, advanced AI software can detect inconsistencies in a track adjust pitch with perfect accuracy and maintain flawless rhythm across multiple soundtracks.
Wow.
These are all tasks that would be incredibly time consuming and difficult for humans to do manually.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
So it's not just about speed and accessibility. AI is also pushing the boundaries of audio quality.
Absolutely. And it's not just limited to editing and syncing. AI is also changing the way we master music.
Oh, you mean that final stage of making a track sound really polished and ready for release?
Exactly. Traditionally, mastering involved a lot of specialized equipment and a really trained ear. But now, AI-powered auto mastering tools can analyze a track and apply these sophisticated processing techniques to achieve a professional grade sound. It's like having a professional audio engineer built right into your software.
Wow, that's impressive. So in a way, AI is making professional music production more accessible than ever before.
It really is. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. AI is constantly evolving, and we're really just beginning to see its potential in the world of music.
It's incredibly exciting. I mean, I can only imagine what the future holds, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I want to delve deeper into some of the specific ways AI is changing music creation.
Sure.
For instance, the article mentions how AI is transforming the way we handle transitions and edits.
Yes, that's a fascinating area. Traditionally, creating smooth transitions between songs or even within a single track required a lot of skill and finesse.
Oh yeah.
But now, AI algorithms can analyze beat patterns and create seamless edits, from subtle fades to dramatic beat drops with incredible precision.
I've always been so blown away by DJs who can seamlessly blend tracks together, like making it sound like one continuous flow of music. Is AI kind of taking that to a whole new level?
It is. The article even claims that AI understands beat syncing better than seasoned professionals.
Wow.
Of course, that's a broad statement, and there's always room for debate.
Right.
But there's no doubt that AI is capable of creating incredibly smooth and dynamic audio experiences.
It's interesting to think about the human element in all of this.
Right.
Does AI take away from the artistry of music creation, or does it actually enhance it?
That's a question that's on a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember that AI is a tool, not a replacement for human creativity.
Right.
It can handle the technical aspects,
Right.
but it's still up to the musician to bring the emotion, the storytelling, the soul to the music.
So it's more of a collaboration,
Yeah.
like a partnership between human and machine.
Exactly. And it's a partnership that has the potential to unlock incredible new possibilities in music.
I'm really curious to explore those possibilities further, but before we do, I think it's important to understand the specific features and capabilities of these AI music editing tools.
Okay.
I mean, what can they actually do?
Right. Like, what can they really do?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the most talked about features is AI-powered sound design. It's like having a virtual instrument library at your fingertips.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Instead of being limited to the instruments you have on hand, you can access this vast catalog of sounds generated by AI, like want a vintage synth sound, no problem. Need an epic orchestral swell. AI can create that too.
And I'm guessing this goes way beyond just mimicking existing instruments, right? Like, what about creating completely new sounds, things we've never heard before?
Yeah, that's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
AI can analyze these massive data sets of existing sounds and then use that information to generate entirely new ones, sounds that push the boundaries of what we traditionally think of as music.
Yeah, that opens up like a whole new world of sonic possibilities. It's almost like AI is giving us a new set of ears.
It really is, yeah.
And speaking of new possibility, we can't forget about AI's role in music composition.
Right.
This is the part that really sparks my curiosity. Can AI actually compose original music, or is it more about assisting human composers?
It's a bit of both, actually.
Okay.
There are AI tools that can help you with songwriting, like suggesting chord progressions or generating melodies based on your input.
Okay.
But there are also AI systems that can compose entire pieces of music from scratch without any human intervention.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing. So are we talking about AI becoming the next Mozart or Beethoven?
Well, that's a complex question.
Yeah.
AI can definitely create music that's technically proficient and even emotionally evocative.
Yeah.
But whether it can truly capture the artistic spark of a human genius is still up for debate.
That's a good point. It's fascinating to think about where that line blurs between human creativity and artificial intelligence. And as AI gets more sophisticated, those lines are only going to get blurrier.
Absolutely. And that raises some really important questions about authorship and copyright.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, who owns the rights to a song composed by AI?
Mhm.
Is it the programmer who created the AI or the person who used the AI to generate the music?
I mean, it's a legal and philosophical gray area for sure.
It really is, yeah.
And it's something that we as a society are going to have to figure out as AI becomes more and more integrated into the music industry.
Absolutely.
But beyond just the legal issues, there's also the question of artistic integrity.
Right.
Some people argue that AI generated music lacks the soul and authenticity of human created music.
Yeah, I can understand that perspective.
Mhm.
There's something special about knowing that a piece of music came from a human heart and mind,
Mhm.
that it's infused with personal experiences and emotions.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to keep an open mind.
Mhm.
AI is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
Mm.
It's up to us, the humans, to guide its development and ensure that it's used in a way that benefits both creators and listeners.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not about replacing human artists. It's about exploring new creative possibilities and pushing the boundaries of what music can be.
Exactly. And I think that's what's so exciting about this technology. It's not just about making things easier or faster. It's about opening up new doors and expanding our horizons.
It's like we're on the cusp of a new era in music, one where the possibilities are limitless. But for all the talk about the future, I'm curious about the practical applications of AI in music right now. What can people actually do with this technology today?
Well, there are a ton of AI-powered tools available, and many of them are free or very affordable.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, you can find AI beat generators, sound design tools, music editing software, and even AI-powered mastering plugins.
So there's really something for everyone, whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out.
Absolutely. And the great thing about these tools is that they're constantly evolving.
Mhm.
New features are being added all the time, and the quality of the AI is improving at an incredible pace.
It's a bit overwhelming, to be honest. Where do you even begin?
Well, the best way to start is to just dive in and experiment. There are tons of tutorials and resources available online.
Oh, okay, cool.
YouTube is a great place to find beginner-friendly videos that kind of walk you through the basics of using AI music software.
And I guess the beauty of digital tools is that you can always undo your mistakes. No harm in just playing around and seeing what you can create.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to break the rules.
Right.
AI can be a great tool for pushing creative boundaries and coming up with unexpected results.
It's all about exploring and having fun, and who knows, you might even stumble upon the next big breakthrough in music creation.
Speaking of breakthroughs, the article also touches on some exciting future trends like personalized music experiences.
Oh yeah, I read about that. It's the idea that AI could create music tailored specifically to your individual tastes.
Exactly. And we're already seeing this in the form of algorithmic playlists. But AI can take it to a whole new level. Imagine having an AI DJ that knows your musical preferences better than you do and can create like a unique soundtrack for every mood and occasion.
Oh my god, that would be pretty amazing. It's like having a personal composer on call 24/7.
Yeah, and it goes beyond just playlists.
Oh.
AI could remix your favorite songs, creating entirely new versions tailored just for you, or it could compose original pieces based on your emotional state or the activities you're doing.
So you could have a soundtrack for your workout that adapts in real time to your energy levels, or music that helps you focus while you work.
Precisely. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
And it's not just about personalization.
Okay.
AI could also be used to create more immersive and interactive musical experiences.
I'm intrigued. What do you mean by that?
Well, think about how AI is already being used to create these realistic virtual environments in video games and other digital experiences.
Mhm.
What if we could apply that same technology to music?
So instead of just listening to music, you could actually step inside of a virtual world created by the music itself.
It's exactly. Imagine walking through a sonic landscape that changes and evolves as the music progresses, or attending a virtual concert where the music responds to your movements and emotions.
That sounds incredible. It would be a whole new way to experience music.
And it's not just about entertainment. AI could also be used to create therapeutic musical experiences designed to help people relax, focus, or even heal.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing. It seems like AI has the potential to revolutionize not just how we make music, but also how we experience and connect with it on a deeper level.
It really does. And I think we're only just scratching the surface of what's possible. As AI technology continues to advance, who knows what new innovations will emerge.
It's exciting to think about the future of music in an age of artificial intelligence, but before we get too carried away with the what ifs, I want to bring things back to the present.
Right, let's talk about some of the key advantages of using AI in music creation beyond just the cool factor.
Okay, so let's get practical. How is AI actually benefiting musicians today?
Yeah, well, for one, AI can be a huge time saver. We've already talked about how it can automate tasks like syncing and editing,
Right.
but it go way beyond that.
Okay.
AI can also help you with things like arranging and mixing,
Oh, wow.
which can be incredibly time-consuming processes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've spent countless hours tweaking individual tracks trying to get the perfect balance and blend.
Yeah, me too. It's so tedious. And AI can analyze your mix and suggest adjustments or even handle the entire mixing process for you,
Really?
freeing up your time to focus on other aspects of your music.
So that's a huge benefit, especially for independent musicians,
Right.
who are often working with a really tight budget and don't necessarily have the luxury of hiring a professional mixing engineer.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And speaking of budgets,
Yeah.
AI can also help you save money.
Oh,
We
cool.
mentioned earlier how AI-powered mastering tools can achieve professional grade results,
Right.
which means you don't necessarily have to pay for expensive studio time.
So it's not just about making music creation more accessible in terms of skill level.
Right.
It's also about making it more affordable.
Absolutely. And that's
Huh?
a game changer, especially for aspiring musicians who may not have the resources to invest in traditional studio equipment and services.
Yeah, I mean, it's like AI is really leveling the playing field, giving everyone a chance to create and share their music with the world.
I think that's a great way to put it. And it's not just about giving people the tools to create music.
Okay.
AI can also help you reach a wider audience.
Oh, interesting. How so?
Well, think about all the data that streaming services collect about listener preferences.
Right.
AI can analyze that data and identify patterns that would be impossible for a human to see. And this information can be used to tailor your music to specific audiences,
Okay.
making it more likely that people will discover and enjoy your work.
So it's like having a virtual marketing team helping you connect with the right listeners.
Exactly. And this is just one example.
Yeah.
AI can also be used to personalize the listening experience, creating dynamic playlists that adapt to the listener's mood or activity.
We talked about personalized music earlier, and it seems like that's a trend that's only going to grow as AI becomes more sophisticated.
It definitely is. And it's not just about creating a more enjoyable listening experience. Personalized music can also have therapeutic benefits,
Wow.
helping people relax, focus, or even manage chronic pain.
Wow. I hadn't thought about it in that context, but that makes a lot of sense. Music has always had such a powerful effect on our emotions and well-being. I mean, AI could really help us harness that power in new and innovative ways.
I agree. And as AI technology continues to evolve, I'm sure we'll see even more creative and unexpected applications emerge. It's an incredibly exciting time to be involved in the world of music.
It really is. This deep dive has really opened my eyes to the incredible potential of AI to transform not just how we make music, but also how we experience and connect with it on a much deeper level.
Yeah. It's been a great conversation. And I think the key takeaway here is that AI is not something to be feared or resisted. It's a tool that can really empower us to create, share, and experience music in ways that were unimaginable just a few years ago.
Well said. So to wrap things up, I want to leave our listeners with a question to ponder. Now that AI is removing the barriers to entry, what will be the next big breakthrough in music creation? And how will you be a part of it?
That's a great question to end on. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
It was great talking with you. And to all of our listeners out there, thanks for tuning in to another deep dive. We'll catch you next time.